Volkswagen is reportedly making a return to its origins, profiting from war. The Financial Times says the German carmaker is in talks with Israeli weapons firm Rafael. The goal, according to the report, is to produce components for Israel's Iron Dome system. In response, VW is insisting it's not planning to manufacture weapons. But with its Osnabrück plant set to stop car production by 2027, VW has already begun showcasing its military vehicle prototypes.
Wir über Jahrzehnte lang nicht aktiv und haben großen Nachholbedarf. Und deshalb könnte das auch eine Lösung für Osnabrück sein. Wir sind dort im Kontakt mit diversen Rüstungsunternehmen.
Critics say even supplying components to Rafael could tie VW to Israel's military actions at a time when Tel Aviv stands accused of committing genocide in Palestine's Gaza. While the case at the International Court of Justice remains ongoing, major rights organizations have already announced their own damning verdicts. Amnesty International says Israel is committing genocide in Gaza, and Human Rights Watch says Tel Aviv has carried out acts of genocide in Gaza, while Israeli group B'Tselem has reached similar conclusions. UN experts warn that companies supplying arms or related components to Israel risk complicity under international law.
Under international law, every government has an obligation not to export weapons to a country where there would be a clear risk that they would be used to violate international humanitarian law. It's an obligation under the Genocide Convention in terms of the duty to prevent genocide if there's a risk of that in the other country.
VW's potential move raises deeper questions among critics because the company's history is closely tied to war. VW was founded in Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler, who wanted a people's car manufactured and presented as a symbol of prosperity. But historians say it ended up being a political project tied to propaganda and state control. When World War II began, VW shifted production. It stopped making cars and began producing military vehicles for the Nazi war machine. Historians estimate that by the peak of the war, up to 80% of VW's workers were forced laborers, including prisoners from concentration camps. Many were subjected to brutal conditions and thousands did not survive. After the war, VW began rebuilding its image. Within a few years, its Beetle model became a global symbol of its reinvention. But analysts say history continues to shape how the company's decisions are viewed today. Now, with reports of VW's possible involvement with Israel's military complex, critics argue the company risks repeating a pattern and shifting from civilian production to involvement in military systems. VW says it's only exploring its options. But for critics, the concern is clear. Any corporation linked to Israel or its military infrastructure raises serious moral, ethical, and legal questions.